Hey, did you want to learn physics? Well, you've come to the right place. Come on!
In today's video, how to draw a linear graph. So why is this important? I'm glad you asked. A meteorologist is a scientist that studies weather patterns. Linear graphs are important to meteorologists because they help them find out things like, what is the average velocity of a hurricane traveling over the Bahamas? By plotting a graph of displacement against time, the slope of the graph gives the velocity of the hurricane. Okay, that makes sense. But can I just use a computer to plot the graph for me? Sure, but no one learns how to ride a bike by watching someone else do it. Before you begin, you're going to need to get some graph paper. Also, you're going to need to get a 12-inch ruler. And finally, you're going to want to get a pencil. Step 1, draw and label axes. Before we begin, make sure that you're drawing your graph in pencil. What we're drawing today is what you may know as an L graph. Our axes are on the edge. We have two of them, an up-down vertical y-axis and a left-right horizontal x-axis. After we've drawn both axes, we're going to label the quantity that is going to be plotted on each axis with its SI unit of measurement in brackets underneath the name. Remember, always write the names in a straight horizontal line. Step 2. Mark equal divisions. After our axes are drawn, we will divide each axis into equal divisions. The easiest way to do this is to count the number of divisions, that's the big boxes we have, and divide it by the largest number in our table for each axis. Our answer tells us the value of the big boxes. For the y-axis, we would divide 8 by the 8 boxes and we would get 1. So that means that one big box is equal to 1 Newton. For the x-axis, we would divide 10 big boxes by 0.8. That would give us 0.1 to the nearest tenth. So each big box would be 0.1 meters. This graph is pretty simple, so you might have figured this out without doing any calculations at all, and that's fine. But for more complicated graphs, you'll want to remember that method. Step 3. Plot data points. To plot data points, we trace the path of two straight lines, one leading from the y-axis and one from the x-axis. The numbers in our data table tell us where to start for each data point. So for the first point, we're tracing the line y equals 1 on the y-axis and x equals 0.2 on the x-axis. The point where the lines intersect or cross marks our data point. We repeat this process for the following data points. Step 4. Draw a trend line. Look at the trends of our data points and we see that it's a straight line. So we take our ruler and draw the best line. This is called a trend line. A straight trend line tells us that these two quantities are changing, or in this case, increasing at the same rate. I hope you had fun and learned a lot from this video. Please like, share, and subscribe to support this channel.